Today's vids, gloves for mountain biking, and what I found in my riding. These were my original go-to cold weathers. They're the 100% Briskers, and they're good. And I'd say they're good probably to around 35 degrees. Anything lower than that, and you're not going to be comfortable. You're going to get cold. So I was searching for a new glove, and I decided, well, let me try these. These are the Fox thermos, and they're thicker on the back. They have a nicer material in the front. They were a little more expensive than the Briskers, and I thought, wow, these are probably going to do the trick. No, I actually stay warmer in the Briskers than I do in the thermos, and maybe it's just me. But I was disappointed because these were not cheap. And so I ride sometimes in weather that's, last week it was 16 degrees and I did 9 miles. And I knew both these gloves were going to have me in pain by the end of the ride of 9 miles. So I figured, just on a whim, let me try these cheap fleece but windproof gloves. Then I've had success with these in the years. I've just used them for generally being outside, and in 16-degree weather these were the best gloves. They're thinner than both of these two, but for some reason, maybe it's because they don't fit your fingers as tight, there's more air inside for you to warm up. And I would definitely say, if you're going to go this route, make sure you get the windproof ones, because fleece is nice and it's warm, but as soon as wind can get through it, they're ineffective, especially if you're going, 15, 20 miles an hour. So I've been all over the internet looking for these cheap fleece windproof gloves that I think I probably paid $10 for these things, and they are the best gloves for cold weather riding. And they don't have any of the fancy grip for your phone, and there's really nothing. They're not made for riding a mountain bike. They're just a glove for being outside, but they work, and they work so much better than those two. It's like somebody needs to come out with a hybrid design and do these a little nicer in Fox or 100% or some other brand, and market them, because I think one thing that kills you in cold, especially when you're moving, is, these are perfect. They fit this perfect size, but just the fact that they're touching your skin and they're kind of tight, it leads to the transfer of the cold weather to your fingers, and it makes you miserable when your fingers are cold. You find yourself trying to fold up your hand inside your gloves every time you come to a straightaway with these when it gets too cold. So I was surprised. Like I said, these were the ones that I thought were going to be golden, and they're not even as good as the Briskers are. Being even more expensive, the Briskers are much better. Even though they're thinner, I don't know what kind of material they're using. They both fit the same size. But for all in all out, if you're going to ride and it's 30 below, I'd say anything below 35 degrees, these are going to be a much better choice to keep your fingers warm and to keep you happy on your ride.